Hi, family of mine. I guess it's still too dark, huh? Hold on. How about that? Nope, still too dark. Hold on. How about that? Okay, I'm bending over and I'm talking to you today from the kitchen for no real reason. It's cloudy and fun here. We're in the clouds. We've been in the clouds for 3 or 4 days and it's kind of cold. It's cold in the house. It's about 62. So we're going to have to figure out how to turn on the pellet stove pretty soon. Today's the day that we're going to go see Brandy perform Screw Tape. She's playing the part of Judy. I'm going to record that from beginning to end for y'all, but I won't be able to post it because it'll be too long. Grandma hasn't had her household helper in several days, and so that might be a little embarrassing, but you know, Brandy and I made a pact. I was gonna, we don't want to tell her, like, to her face that she smells bad because it's really embarrassing and insulting. So I'm gonna take this, where do I have it with me? Yeah. I'm gonna take this perfume bottle and I'm gonna spray it on her seat in the van and maybe like on myself or whatever she's gonna touch. And then maybe when we get there, it will like rub off on her and she'll smell like this perfume. So that's that's the plan. Me and Brandy came up with that. It's better than putting Febreze in there. That's kind of, you know, obvious. So anyway, it's a dinner show. So I'm gonna go to that. Ow! I got a cramp over, really weird to talk to you like this. So I just ate my spring mix and, I just ate my spring mix and cherry crystal light salad for the day. I really, really like it. Don't knock it until you try it. It's actually really good. And for Vince, I got rid of all your salad dressing because I don't use any of it. So I used it on the dog food little by little until they were done. They didn't get sick. You told me not to feed them spices, but they didn't get sick. Davey did get a little gassy though, but I'm the one that had to live with that. So like I told you, Vince, on the phone, I'm going to crate train the dogs so that they'll behave when I come up there to see you. And so that when you bring Cammie up there, she'll be able to be controlled. And whether or not you choose to keep her trained is up to you. Okay? So, let me show you what me and Melissa have been doing. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, wait, can you see this? Chris, I know, honey pie. I understand. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're already saying. But this is what I've been making for Melissa for her bridesmaids. Well, this is like the prototype, and this, I made so many mistakes on this. It's a darn good thing I made a prototype. So this is what happened to me yesterday. I started making the actual ones that she gave me the fabric for, and I was really careful about cutting them out to make sure they're just perfect because you know that Melissa's anal. Extremely anal. So I got all the proper stuff. I didn't make any, like, you know, alterations or changes like I do. And I sewed the handles together. They didn't look so good because the interfacing that I'm using, it's like a fusible interfacing and it melts onto the fabric and it becomes part of the fabric. So when I went to sew it, the needle went into the interfacing and it messed up the rhythm of the sewing machine. It just didn't look good. So I decided to take them out. So I got my seam ripper. And for those of you who don't know, seam ripper is like this plastic thing with this like metal hooky thing on the top that kind of looks like that, sort of. Only it's like super, it's like a point. It's super sharp. So I'm taking this apart and I got distracted and I went away to do something else. And I came back. I don't even remember what I got distracted by. It's just something. I got up. I don't even remember. So then I came back and I couldn't find the seam ripper. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm going to sit on this thing. I'm going to impale myself. It's going to hurt. I'm going to bleed. So I'm looking all over the place for the seam ripper. I never did find it. So I'm sure I will eventually. Let's just hope it's not in my skin at the time. So I decided to be lazy and cut out new handles instead of finding the seam ripper and taking the thread out on the ones that I have already. But I decided that since I was having bad luck and getting frustrated, I should probably stop for the night and then start again today. So that's what I planned to do. And then I got up this morning and I had to go places. Oh, I had to go get my ADHD pills renewed. And I'm out and I'm going to run out over the weekend. So the new pharmacy lady, she gave me an extra pill so that I could get through. And I'm just perfectly fine. So I have about an hour left before I have to go get Grandma from her side and take her to this thing. So to this dinner show. I know she's looking forward to it. It's too bad Melissa couldn't come, and I don't know about Shawnee if he's going to come or not. He's such a good trooper. Anyway, Brandy told me this great story. Her boyfriend Chris got a job. He's one of those guys that's advertising the Halloween store, and he's dressing up as, you know, different characters. And she said she went down there today. He was outside on the corner dressed up like a court jester. Like moving the sign around, and yesterday he got to be a werewolf. Well, when I was down at Summit today, when I was pulling out, of course, there's a Halloween shop down there, and they had one guy dressed up like a gorilla, and he was kind of, you would expect a guy to be dressed up like a gorilla, but this other guy was dressed up, he was this big black guy, and he was dressed up like this, he's dressed up like this pimp. And he had this sparkling red outfit with zebra stripes in his legs, and he had this gold cane, and he had the big hat, with the fringes, and he was strutting around, and he's bending over and hamming it up, and his friend came and took pictures, and it was really a lot of fun to watch. So I told Brandy, good for Chris. Make sure you take some pictures so we can always remember how fun he was when he worked at the Halloween shop. Okay, well, my loves, that's about it. Nothing was necessarily particularly important either. I don't know what we're eating tonight. And by the way, with the glasses thing, I look like I have cat eyes, look. Ooh. They're not that flattering at glasses, but I'm going to keep them anyway because I don't think that I can take them back just because I'm, a butthead or something, and I just didn't like them. So I'm just going to keep them and look like a butthead. Okay? So that's the way it goes. Working on my book. It's kind of hard. It's actually really hard. But I think it's a lot better than it was the last time, and I'm able, thanks to some really godly counsel I got, I'm able to write out my Wendy character, which is the one I was struggling with, and also the Sam character. So I think it's going to be well worth the effort, and I might have to do it again. But I'd like to get it done before Christmas, so Dad, you can take it back up there in Washington with you when you go back. I'd like to have it edited at least, so we can, move it toward publication. So the idea is to get it to publication. So, love you all. I'll see you later.